Right, in this video, I'm going to break down probably 2023's most viral person, especially in the fitness industry. Sam Sulek, absolutely jacked, and he's just taken the internet by storm. I've watched some of his stuff. I think he's such a nice, authentic guy, and I want to break down why I think he's gone viral. Now, this is my theory. He might know the YouTube gods and just do that, but he has absolutely killed it, and he's gone completely against the grain. Like with everyone who's doing very short, hyper-edited videos, like spending hundreds of dollars on thumbnail designs, he's just doing long form, like pretty much no editing, like no thumbnails. The titles are just like week 3, back day, and he's absolutely killed it. Like you look at his YouTube and he's getting millions of views, and he'll be making absolute peas from that. So first off, absolute props to him for doing what he's doing, because it's completely against the grain. It's completely against what every YouTube, coach or YouTube influencer is telling you to do. Like, it's just amazing to see him grow like that. And my theory, which I want a lot of you to think about, because he's obviously killed it, and I think this will work for anyone, not only on, well, probably just on YouTube, but in other areas of personal branding, Instagram, podcasts. I think my theory is that people can't hide who they are when they're doing long form content like that. Now, if you have a video that's very edited, you're very particular with what you say, it's very scripted, you just do short form content, then you can curate this online persona of you, and your audience know that. Your audience know that they're only seeing 10% of you. However, if you do long form content, very low edited, just like pretty much single clip sort of stuff, then people get a very good insight into who you are as a person. Now, the reason that I think this has worked so well for him and will work very well for other people is because we want to be part of a community. Now, this is primal for humans. We want to be part of this collective, this tribe, okay? And when we know someone inside out, we become connected to them. Yes, we're not hanging out with them physically, but you see day after day the inside of their life. You see what they're doing. You see how they act in certain situations. Not edited, not scripted, like you just see that. And a quote that hits really hard is, "We are who we are when nobody's watching." Okay, so for me, I post a lot of what I do. Okay, so when I'm up at 4:15, I post that on my story. Okay, if Instagram wasn't a thing, I would still be up at 4:15. I probably wouldn't tell anyone. Like I don't tell people a lot of the work I do or what I'm working on, like some stuff that I have in my own life. And that's a very good indicator of who you are. If when the cameras are off, like you're not posting, and if you're just scrolling, you're skipping the gym, then that's a very clear indicator of who you are. And when we look at someone like Sam, we can see who he is day in, day out. And it's inspiring, mainly because he's showing up every single day. He's doing the work that we want to be doing. And yeah, like I said, we're inspired by that. So he's also got this very, not superhuman aspect, but I think what makes him so relatable, and you see this in like comic books and shit like that, comic book films, is that the superhero also has very human qualities, and that's what connects us with that superhero. If we had a superhero that was just a god and no flaws, we wouldn't really connect with them. And someone like Sam, yes, he's in fucking phenomenal shape, like he's absolutely jacked, but when he's in his car talking, like, you see, this is a regular guy that's just got what I want. He's got the physique, he's got the discipline, he's got the mindset, nutrition dialed in. And I think everyone should start to integrate that. I think you should be creating more long form, unedited, very insightful into what your day-to-day is like, and then who you are as well, because Like these videos, like if you scroll through all my the past 20 or so, you'll see that most of them are just one clip, okay? It's not edited. This is just me talking, and I'm hoping that you get a very good idea of how my mind works, who I am as a person. So I think this is the way forward for personal brands, because people are kind of done with the whole dopamine fueled high edit, all of this sort of stuff, like bright colored thumbnails. Like people are starting to see through that, okay? And I think it's a very interesting shift, and I just wanted to share my thoughts. I think if you start to be way more authentic, if you're doing podcasts by yourself, like for me, I've got my favorite comedian, Chris D'Elia. I watch his podcast every single week when it comes out, and it's just him talking for an hour. He doesn't have guests on, it's not edited, like it's just him talking for an hour, and you build that connection with people from that. I think it's such an interesting thing that a lot of people are sort of, I don't know if they're intentionally avoiding it. Like if people are intentionally avoiding it, then that's a red flag, isn't it? Because we know that, right, they're hiding something. Maybe when the cameras are off, they're not about it. So when you see someone posting every single day what they're doing, what time they're waking up, whether they're hitting gym, you get a very good insight into who they are. So this is just, I guess it's such a valuable thing to sort of take on board with building your personal brand. And that's about it. Be more authentic, have more long form, unedited content. Don't think, oh, it has to have all this engaging fucking dopamine fueled hyper edits, just because with that stuff, you're not building a connection, you're building engagement, okay? You're making people watch longer solely because of the edits, not because of who you are. So have a think about this, have a look at your content. How can you show up in a much more authentic way? How can you show people everything that you are? Because like I said earlier, people want to connect with people. I don't want people to follow me because of my edits or because of my thumbnails. I want people to follow me for who I am and the value that I talk about just naturally. I don't want, because none of this is scripted, as you can probably tell. I just think this is a much more effective way to build relationships with your audience. So take this on board, at least have a think about it. If you think, nah, fuck you, Bill, you don't know anything, then cool. That's everyone's got their own prerogative, so do what you want. But I think this is going to be a big shift, okay, in the YouTube market. I think people are going to start getting bored of the hyper edited stuff with the fucking text and the flashy shit. I think people are bored of that. I think people want connection now. They want that community. Like with Sam's audience, people feel part of that community. Like, oh yeah, I'm a Sam Sulek fan. Like, if he does merch or stuff, like, it'll fucking kill, because people are like, yeah, I'm part of this community, okay? So those are my thoughts for the day. I'm gonna go do some work now, and I'll see you tomorrow.